of President Museveni has just begun, but well, the way it looks like it's not going to be an easy one. In his own definition, he says it's a term of no more sleep for Ugandans and no more corruption. Honorable Akol, as someone who has just freshly joined Parliament through a new political party, you've been in Parliament before, but you've joined Parliament through a new political party. What does the term Sanja no more sleep signify for you? What sort of relevance does it carry, and why is it really different from the other terms, in your own opinion?
Well, there is something I learned from Chankwanzi, from President Yoweri Museveni, and I think Ugandans should pick it up from there. He was really tough, and he said for prosperity of Uganda to take place, there must be prosperity at household level. And his emphasis were only in two things. There can be only prosperity if you are in production or you are in service delivery. And he said, what are you doing as citizens of Uganda? What are you producing that can bring money to yourself? What service are you delivering that can bring money to your household? That is the message that made most of us challenged. Actually, at one session in the evening, I was really feeling bad for myself. And I was waiting, maybe I will be picked. And really, when you are picked, it is a shame. He was asking members of parliament, he will pick you. And he knows most of the villages in Uganda. I'm worried. I don't know how this old man can still remember areas deep in the villages. We'll pick you as a member of parliament and then say you come from this village. Tell me who is the poorest person in your village. And what does that person has? And tell me who is the richest in the village. What does the person have? Does that person has as a person? Because they said you cannot change the constituency if you cannot change people in your village. And he was telling us a story how he changed the people in Acoli. And the messages were only three. Number one, stop moving from one place to another with your animals. Settle. Stop nomadism. Number two, fence your land. Number three, make sure that you now change the stock of your animals so that they are modern, they can give more resources. And that mobilization made the people to start producing three things. One, meat. Two, milk. Three, banana, to the extent that there was no market in their area and they needed people from Baganda, they needed people from other areas to buy their product, and that is how the word patriotism started. For someone who did not know where it came from, you understand why you should love other tribes in Uganda. Because, I mean, they were producing the same thing. You have no market. You need an Acholi, you need a Lugwara, you need somebody from Bagisu, you need somebody to buy your product. And there, that means we have to love each other. Now, that in point, when he's talking about these 5 years is a period of no sleep, it is a period of no sleep, not only for leaders, but also people in their household. But I have been telling my voters when they came to Kampala, 162 of them, that poverty is in the mind. Poverty is in the mind. Because
you're the one of the few who brought voters to the national theatre.
I had 162. Because, to be sincere, everything we see, even the radio station where we are, the building where we are, started from somebody's mind. The phone we use. And they're earning money because of that. So what are you thinking in your mind that will bring money to your pocket?
Back at home in Kilak, this money that is given to them through the parish development mode or PDM, do you see any difference?
Do you know one funny thing?
Is anything transformative around it?
I have a relative that got 1 million and drank for 2 weeks. This is a person who has a grass thatch house. The door is not there. He uses a blanket to cover the door. he could not even change the door of his small grass thatch house. And that means when I'm telling you the problem and the poverty is in the mind, it is just a problem. And that's why for me I've been complaining, and I'm still complaining on Paris development model, that we needed that pillar of mindset change to be very, very, actually we needed a ministry almost in Uganda for that. Because when you go to Dubai, by the way, you have a ministry for happiness. Because they know tourism is very important. Yes.
Ministry for Happiness.
Ministry for Happiness. They know that is where their money comes from. They are in tourism. So in Uganda, the problem is coming from the mind of the people. And I think it is important for us as leaders, especially members of parliament, as we live here, we have to take the message of the President Yoweri Museveni to our constituency. Start by understanding the people in your villages. Who is the poorest? Who is the richest? What do they own? How can you change their life? What message are you giving them? And then it goes beyond your constituency. So the 5 years is very important for us. But what I like also, you see, when we were in Chankwanzi, they came with key performance area. For those who are going to be appointed ministers, it is not going to be celebration, by the way. By the way, in Rwanda, people don't celebrate when you are appointed a minister. It is a problem.
It's a heavy task.
It is a problem. But in Uganda, when people are appointed...
You cannot leave, if you are a minister, you cannot leave Kigali without authorization of the Prime Minister. You have to be around on call for the president.
To go up country,
yes,
you have to get.
You have to be here in Kigali. It's not business as usual.
So if that is implemented, where a minister appointed, a prime minister appointed, you have the key results area of your performance, which will be assessed every year to see how you are performing. I think we are changing the country. So when the president was saying this term is no sleep, he knows what he's talking about.
Interesting. Honorable talk.
And if you see problem coming now, it is coming from that target of no sleep.